Thank you to our sponsor, the Home Depot.
The FIFA World Cup 2026 is here. Games every single day, and the best seat to keep up with all the action is right in your own backyard.
Big screen outside, grill going, neighbors and friends coming over to watch. Now that's how you host.
As an official supporter of the FIFA World Cup 2026, the Home Depot's got what you need to get the backyard match day ready.
That's right. Whether it's a projector screen setup, string lights, little patio furniture, the Home Depot will help you make your yard the go-to spot.
And with fast, free delivery on over 2 million items, you can focus on setting up the ultimate backyard fan zone instead of making trips to the store.
So, as we welcome the world to our backyard, get your home watch party ready with an assist from the Home Depot.
To learn more, visit homedepot.com/FIFA World Cup 26.
With the Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One, you earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. And you get big purchasing power, so your business can spend more and earn more. Stephen, Brandon, and Bruno, the business owners of SandCloud, reinvested their 2% cash back to help build the company's retail presence. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Find out more at CapitalOne.com/SparkCashPlus. Terms apply.
So I got up there with the Lamar Hunt Trophy, and I got Patrick, and you're on the outside of Patrick, and they're telling me we got to get through this, make it really fast. One question to Pat, and we're out of here. And they're saying in my ear, do not go another question. So I said, hey, before we go, Travis, come over here real quick. Congratulations. And this was the first time you've got to fight.
You got to fight.
For your right to party, but the F in fight dragged on so long, you've got to. And I was so relieved that the word came out with an F-I instead of an F whatever. And it was, you got to fight for your right to party. And I said, we're out of here. James Brown, back to you. And you made the whole thing sing.
So show open for the Nantz and Daly show, which is this is an epic 1-2 combo. You want to talk about the most highly regarded, has done it by the book, is the classiest, nicest, straight and narrow, and then the complete opposite.
Sings on the episode.
This is hilarious. This is what you get on New Heights.
We get the full breath. We're going to get it all.
And that's just who we are as people, Jason. Everything we talked to Jim about, man, fucking felt it in my heart, man. That guy he speaks to the heart. We share a lot of this similar family and desire for the love of what we do. And then, I fucking get it, John. I want to be at a bar that's in a fucking fitness center. I want there to be a treadmill while I'm drinking a Guinness. I want there to,
I want my cake and to eat it too.
I want to fucking smoke a cig and fucking hit a ball as far as I can.
I got nothing to add. I'm right there with you. I think that's one of the cool things about golf, just in general. I think that is you got your character like John Daly, who I think in a lot of ways is very just unhinged and
everybody loves him for being
wild,
exactly
and everybody loves him for being who he is. And you got Jim Nantz about as dialed in of a storyteller and touching on all these different walks of life, and it's pretty wild that the sport has that breadth. You got your Muni lot with your hair down and your no rules, and then you can be in the grounds of Augusta where you got to have a jacket on the moment you step foot, and there's a lot of rules and decorum in place to protect something that's pretty sacred. So yeah, it's a pretty awesome game for that.
All right. Let's get into this thing, dude. Welcome back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is a Wondery show brought to you by AT&T. We are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelsey. This is Jason Kelsey, my big brother out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio, man. Made it back to the land. Saw the Guards get a fucking dub against the Cubs, baby. Let's go.
There you go, Trav.
Subscribe on YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S for fun clips throughout the week. Jason, let's tell the people how amazing this show is going to be today.
Oh, yeah, baby. We got another great episode for you 92%ers. We're going to get out of the house.
Yee!
We're also going to answer some of your no-dumb questions, and it's Masters Week. So we got two incredible guests. Jim Nantz and John Daly are here. Quite the combo. Quite the combo. All right, let's get right into this with a little bit of that new news.
New news.
All righty, new news is brought to you by American Express. Travis is going to the moon.
I am?
Yeah.
How?
Yep. NASA replied to one of your tweets. I don't know if you saw this. Please put this up on the screen, Brandon.
I was about to say I haven't tweeted since like 2010. So
it's been a while. It's been a while. Well, this is a doozy from 2010. The moon looks crazy tonight. I'm going to chill out here for a little and just visualize my success and vibe to the scenery.
Yeah, I still do that often.
And NASA said it's been a long time coming.
Long time coming. I hear you. I hear you, NASA. I hear what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I like what you're doing. I want to go to the moon.
Well, I got bad news for you, Travis. You're too big.
That's fucking...
Do you know that? Per cat, I can't see the screen... on this screen, the username, but we'll just say per cat. Please let Travis know he's too big for space. Yes, there are strict height limits for astronauts to ensure they fit into the spacecraft, suits, and workstations. NASA generally requires candidates to stand between 5'2" and 6'3". So you are too tall. Not too tall Jones, too tall Trav.
Too tall Jones. Yeah.
Too tall Trav.
Yeah. This is some good BS right here. No way I believe that. But also, you know, this is one of the Ed Kelsey's favorite slogans, man. You know, life isn't fair. So don't ever think it is. You don't get to do what you want to do when you have genes such as Mama Kelsey's Blaylock genes that make you 6'5" or 6'4" and 7/8.
Yeah. Yeah. It's mostly from mom's side for sure.
Yeah. You know, it's still a dream.
Hopefully there's weight restrictions so I can just not even have to ever think about it.
What do you think of this Artemis 2 going to the moon, Jason?
I love it. I'm a big fan of us going places with rockets. I had nothing.
With rockets.
I don't know who I was listening to, if it was Neil deGrasse Tyson or somebody who, there's a lot of people I think are upset with the money expenditure on going to space and doing these things that they don't really see the upside in the investment. And I think that somebody way smarter in this space than me was talking about just the amount of inventions and innovations that have taken place with the human desire to go places they've never been to, that NASA has gone through to make safe space travel safer, more effective, more efficient. I think it's, I don't know that it's a net loss the way people think that it is.
No.
And I like discovery, right? It would have been crazy to be alive when Christopher Columbus gave word of the new world over there in the West.
Allegedly, but I hear what you're going with.
What is it? Lewis Clark. What's the other fucking Clark's
Lewis
guys?
and Clark.
Lewis and
Clark, yeah.
Lewis and Clark. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Lewis and
The
Clark
Oregon Trail.
going west.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the same thing.
Oh, where are you going?
I don't know. All I'm saying is I'm pro discovering new stuff. I think it's cool.
Oh, so you don't think we've been to the moon?
Well, I think we haven't been in a while, and we've kind of pushed the pause button on going and doing things in space to this degree. So I think going to the moon, I'd love to see us go to Mars.
Ooh.
Still want to see that happen in my lifetime.
Ooh.
I think that it's awesome that we're back in the moon's orbit.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I mean, it went up in the air, right? It hasn't shown anything come down yet?
Trav, it's orbiting as we speak.
Nice.
It's up there.
It's epic. Can't wait to see pics. Jason, I think we all know this in-house, but you guys got a new dog.
We did get a new dog.
You guys are
We got a German Shepherd.
nice.
We were talking about it last week, weren't we? Did that go on air?
Did it?
We weren't recording when we talked about it. The news hadn't broken yet. Kylie broke the news on her show.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Scooped us. She scooped us.
All right. Well, then she can have it.
Yeah, no, we got a new
She can
dog.
have it.
Do you want to see it?
I mean, if it's a puppy, I would love to see it. Who doesn't love puppies?
All right. Well, I'll go get her. All right.
Oh, look at that pup.
That's right. This is Frida.
Frida.
Or as everyone is calling Freddie. Everyone is calling her Freddie around the house.
Where did Freddie come from?
She's a rescue from, what is it, the SPCA? I always get that mixed up, but there's a litter that was PCSPCA. PSPCA.
Such a dick.
Anyways, yeah, no, we went down. We got this beautiful dog here.
Doggy.
I am calling her Gunda.
Gunda.
Because I like that name better. Gunda. Gunda, sit. Gunda, sit. Gunda.
Why are you speaking to it in another accent?
She's German, right? Gunda. You're telling Uncle Travis not Gunda?
It's not Gunda, it's Freddie.
Freddie? Nice. I like Freddie. Freddie's a girl?
Frida is a girl. Freddie is the nickname. But yes.
Nice. All right. That does it for a little bit of that new news brought to you by American Express. Let's get to a little bit of that out of the house, which is brought to you by Intuit TurboTax. It is officially tax season. Not going to lie, if you haven't gotten them in yet, you might want to get them in or get it done with TurboTax. As you're watching this, Jason and I are actually out of the house down in Augusta, Georgia at the one and only Masters tournament down there at Augusta National. And yeah, I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a pretty fun experience. The last time I went, I think I mentioned this earlier. The last time I went right after COVID, and there were like limited amount of people, no grandstands at all, if any. Maybe a few were up, and it was a very mild experience. But I got to see the Masters for what it was. I got to see the course in Augusta National and how it's like a botanical garden in a sense, with all the azaleas and the flower pots and the trees and just the natural beauty that the place has. That was an amazing experience. But I'm pumped to see this thing at full go. Like, everybody is jacked up for this Masters. Yeah. Everybody's, excited to see if Rory can, stay on top like he did last year. I think there's a lot of excitement going into this one, and I'm pumped to just hang with my friends, that the group of guys that we're going into it with, as well as enjoy some at least one day with Jason.
I think to everybody that hasn't been to the Masters, it's a event second to none. The way it's done, there's nothing else like it. Like, there's obviously great history in it, dating back to 1934. It's special not just because of how incredible the course is, but how it's run by Augusta National. All the people in the hospitality, a bunch of teachers take on second jobs because they're on spring break. So a lot of the workers there are actually school teachers in the surrounding community. There's obviously everything that happens at the course, but then outside of that, there's so many parties and events and concerts and homes that are throwing things all week long down there. It's really turned into such a week of just, festivities that
it's the Super Bowl of golf. It's the biggest tournament. It's the biggest showing. It's the top players in the world that know this is the one that determines the greatness and the greatest that have ever played this game.
And there's something really beautiful with the no phones thing. And there's so many things that everybody goes. I went to Sunrise Mass this past week, and we're all taking pictures of the sunrise, and it's beautiful. But the fact that you're not allowed to have your phone in there makes everybody be present in a way that's very just breathtaking, because you have to take in the scenery and the moments and the shots, but also that you're all doing it together. There's just this very communal aspect of the love of golf that has every walk of life down there, CEOs or guys that won their tickets in a raffle, and everybody's in the same position. And, whoever puts their chair down first, that's going to be their spot. That's what the tradition is. And it's a really awesome event, and something that I don't think really replicates that I've seen.
There's nothing like it.
I'm really excited to do that. I'm excited. Again, I keep mentioning these pimento cheese sandwiches. I'm definitely getting another one of them. Start stacking cups. I'm going to be broadcasting the par 3, as everybody knows. So I'm excited to see that for the first time and to get a chance to chop it up with some of the best players in the world.
I'll say this. I've had the pleasure of fucking meeting a lot of these guys on the PGA Tour, man, and a lot of the guys on the LIV Tour. It's hard to say I'm rooting for just one guy or I think this guy will win it because I don't want to shortchange anybody else that I have like a good relationship with. But I'm pretty fucking pumped to see this year's Masters just because of, where golf is right now and how everybody, the love and the infatuation that everybody has with it. I mean, this year alone, you've seen guys like LeBron come out and just the love of the game has just taken him and thrown him into the world of golf. And I think all around right now, like the excitement of golf is at an all-time high. And I think that's going to create a crazy and fun atmosphere for these PGA guys or these guys at the Masters that are the top in the world to really go out there and hit some fucking amazing shots, man. And I'm fucking pumped for it.
Let's go, baby.
And that does it for Out of the House, brought to you by Intuit TurboTax.
Thank you to our presenting sponsor, AT&T.
The Masters is full of moments you can't miss. That clutch putt on 16, the drama at Amen Corner, and the champion slipping on the green jacket.
And with AT&T as a champion partner of the Masters, you're connected to every single one.
What's your favorite Masters memory? Either watching on TV or one that you've seen in person, Jason.
My favorite is Bubba Watson's shot out of the pine, hooking that thing back onto the green. I think that shot remember watching that on TV live and just being like blown away.
Nice.
From wherever you're watching, AT&T Cellular Network keeps you locked into golf's greatest tradition.
Because when the connection matters, it has to be AT&T.
Connecting changes everything. Visit AT&T.com/connect-change to learn more. Thank you to our partner, American Express.
It's not always about where you go. It's about how you get to experience it. When you've got a little more access, everything just feels right.
With the American Express Platinum Card, you can get exclusive access to unique experiences worldwide, getting you closer to the moments that matter.
And when it comes to game day, Amex is taking membership to a whole new level. Now, as the official payments partner of the NFL, card members around the world can enjoy incredible experiences all season long,
including access to tickets, perks, and on-site activations at select games. That's how you make every game day feel like a win.
Unlocking access and elevating the fan experience. Not only does it feel right, but it's membership at its best.
Terms apply. Learn more about Amex's partnership with the NFL and premium events collection at go.amex/NFL. Thank you to our sponsor, Apple.
There's nothing like your first Mac. That's right. Jason, you remember Dad bringing home that Macintosh when we were kids?
Dad was one of the only people that had a Macintosh. And Dad, you were right the entire time. It was always Apple, Dad.
It was always Apple. I just remembered how cool the logo was, man. The Apple with the rainbow colors on it. On that desktop computer, man. And then they went to like the really cool translucent, like you could like see through it, and it had the cool shapes and everything. And then it just kept evolving.
It had that great built-in Pong game, right? That you would go back and forth on.
Dude, damn it. I could play that right now for hours.
Yeah.
Apple just launched the all-new MacBook Neo.
It's an amazing Mac at a surprising price. So whether you're in school, starting something new, or just want to fly through everyday tasks and apps, this is your moment.
Check out the all-new MacBook Neo.
Learn more at apple.com/Mac. 92%ers, we have two incredible conversations with golf legends.
Insane.
All right, these Masters conversations are brought to you by AT&T. Let's see what Jim Nantz has to say, the voice of the Masters, for what he's coming up on his 41st tournament.
Woo-hoo, baby.
Hello, friends. Our guest today is a 6'3" broadcaster from the University of Houston. He's been the voice of the Masters for 40 years. You know him from his time in the booth for the NCAA tournament and the NFL on CBS. He's a two-time Sports Emmy winner for Most Outstanding Sports Personality. I can't do it this quiet.
You can't do that.
He's a member of the National Sports Media Association Hall of Fame, the only person to commentate on all 4 golf majors, and he is the first broadcaster in history to serve as the lead play-by-play announcer for the Super Bowl, the NCAA Men's Final Four, and the Masters, all in the same calendar year.
Come on!
92%ers, please welcome
Jim Nantz!
Let's go.
Jim, welcome to the show, baby.
Well, hey, hello, friends. What an introduction. My gosh, man, my head's so big right now, I'm not going to be able to fit in the Butler cabin this week. But I am so thrilled to be on with the Kelsey brothers. Obviously, I know you both for years. I've loved being able to meet with you guys in a variety of places. I'm really proud of your story, your whole Cleveland Heights.
Come on,
to
baby.
Canton journey with a lot of stops in between. You're awesome, and thanks for having me on, man. This is my way to start the Masters Week right here.
Let's go, man.
And start a whole new tradition unlike any other. Let's do it.
We're so pumped up, man. Jim, thank you for even considering coming on here. We've always been huge fans of you, big guy, and this is really cool, man. But you got to tell me what's the secret to a good Hello Friends, because it's so iconic, and you do it. There's nobody that does it anywhere close to you.
Well, let me just say this: I never had any intention of this becoming a thing. But years ago, and I'm not trying to make this too somber, I celebrate my father all the time. He's been gone a long time, but he battled Alzheimer's, and he was his late stages fighting Alzheimer's a quarter century ago. And that became my line to him so that he knew I was thinking of him when I came on the air. So not to make it a downer.
Gave me chills.
I know how close you guys are to your mom and dad. And that became a thing. At a golf event, a PGA championship, and I told him I'm going to come on the air and I'm going to say, hello, friends, Jim Nantz here, along with it was Lanny Watkins, great guy. And I said, when I say that, I'm thinking of you as kind of channeling you.
That's so awesome. Are you kidding me?
Said it after we came on air, and after the show, someone said, I heard you say hello, friends. What's that all about? And I told the backstory, and they said, you ought to say that every show. So I started saying it. It took about 3 years before people actually said, you know what, you're saying that all the time.
Right.
You know, the one little footnote to this, there were a lot of people that were creating merch, particularly Masters Week, that had hello friends. And it looked like people thought I was doing it. I was creating it. I wasn't. And so my manager said, you ought to trademark it. So we ought to get the copyright on that. So we went through about a 6-month search, and we found it. We found somebody possessed it. A negotiation took place, and the lawyer called me, and I've been writing checks to the lawyer here as he's been working on this thing, and he said, I've got some good news and bad news. We found it. We found the people that own it. They're willing to deal with us, and I negotiated with them. And I said, look, I told you, I'll pay a lot of money for this.
Yeah,
it's personal. And they said, it's going to cost you $664. And I said, $664,000? And he said, no, $664. I said, wait a minute, I paid you $25,000 to write a check for $664. And I can't give the name away, but I can give you some hints. I bought it from a television superstar who owned it. Yeah. Wrote the check, did the whole thing, and now I own it. So when anybody says hello, friends, like you did, Jason, at the top, I'll give you the address. You got to send me a check for $25.
Right. You got it. Nice. I'll bring it down to the historic Butler cabin and pay it off.
Please, I love it. That's it. That's it.
Are you constantly thinking about like tags and you've had so many times throughout your career where you're in the middle of a game and it feels like it just comes to you. Do you pre-plan a lot of these things before the games, or is a lot of it just coming natural?
Let me ask you this. On the eve of games, did you ever kind of run through the game in your mind and actually see the plays so vividly in your head? You felt like you were actually playing, but you were asleep, and you could actually see yourself moving and how you were going to react and how you were going to perform on that play. I do the same thing before every show. It is not scripting, but I think of scenarios. I think of what happens if Tiger wins. What's that going to feel like? What are the stories I'm going to want to get into? But those taglines, particularly at Augusta, and like I said, I've been doing it for 40 years, most of them are on the moment, organic. This is what I feel. I don't have notes in front of me. A couple of times I will have some background stories that I have written down. I want to make sure I get to it. But unlike a football game where I'm working off of spotting boards, in golf, I like to say I'm calling it from my heart. And what I see is what I feel. And I'm going to let my heart speak. So if Rory knocks in a putt to complete the career Grand Slam, as we witnessed a year ago, it struck me at the time to say the long journey is over. Yeah. McIlroy has his masterpiece. I had not written that down. I had not gone to bed thinking exactly what I was going to say, but I kind of was noodling on the idea of masterpiece, but the words just kind of came out. Most of the time, that's the way it is. And it's like my last Super Bowl that I called, I've had the pleasure of calling 7 of them, was the game in Las Vegas.
I know it very fondly.
When McCole Hardman caught the winning touchdown in overtime, I said, given it was in Las Vegas, jackpot. Kansas City. And I didn't have that one pre-planned. And then what happened after that? I went up on the victory platform and someone started singing Viva Las Vegas.
I let that run out a little too long. I apologize about that.
It was perfect. It was perfect. We've had some great moments on those platforms.
Dan, thank you enough for giving me those platforms, man. Those are the ones I remember the most.
One time, there was a show premiering on CBS after an AFC championship game. So, you don't realize, you realize that now, but you got someone not running commentary, but a producer telling you where you need to go next. So I got up there with the Lamar Hunt Trophy, and I got Clark Hunt, and I've got Andy over here, and I got Patrick, and you're on the outside of Patrick, and they're telling me we got to get through this, make it really fast. No follow-up questions, just one question to the coach and one question to Pat, and we're out of here. And we've got to get up there. They got to get to this programming while the audience is sizable.
Yeah.
Kind of giving them a little nod. They know that's for them. And Patrick answers a question, and I'm looking at you as he's answering it, letting you know I'm coming to you next. And they're saying in my ear, do not go another question. So I said, hey, before we go, Travis, come over here real quick. Congratulations. And this was the first time you went on you've got to fight for your right to party. But the F in fight dragged on so long.
I'll tell you what, it's been 7 years coming, baby. I learned one thing since I've been here. You got to fight for your right to party!
And I thought, not only have I been guilty of insubordination, I've just walked into an F-bomb on the CBS television network, maybe. And I was so relieved that the word came out with an F-I instead of an F whatever. and it was, you got to fight for your right to party. And I said, we're out of here. James Brown, back to you. And you made the whole thing sing.
That's awesome.
I remember the other one was the Cincinnati mayor.
Oh, yeah.
I brought you in and you said, hey, you big jabroni. Shut your mouth, you big jabroni. To the Cincinnati mayor.
Know your role and shut your mouth, baby. Shout out to The Rock, yeah.
I have to admit, Jason, I wasn't sure what a jabroni was at the time. So I thought,
this isn't good.
You had to be late 90s, early 2000s wrestling fan to know that one.
It was perfect.
I've been known through my friends' parents as the worst influence on my friends because of insubordination. So thank you for trusting me on the stage with a mic.
You dragged me into that too. The king of friends and subordination. That's good. I'm happy to have that title.
Do you ever find yourself, because we've all, when we were growing up or playing certain sports, you'll almost comment the game to yourself, right? Like I remember playing basketball in the backyard. I'm like, all right, there's 10 seconds left. 5, 4, and he's hit it. He's hit the game. When you're playing golf, are you ever calling the game to yourself? Is that where are you that into it?
This is hilarious.
Not now, but I will call shots of the people I'm playing with.
Oh yeah, we've seen a few of those.
For whatever reason, I get such a charge out of it. The other day, I was playing, I was down here at Troubadour in Tennessee and was there with Luke Bryan and Golden Tate. And they said, hey, would you mind? Yeah, so I did it. And it ended up on Instagram.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I just, which I'm fine with. I think every kid had those voices in their head, Jace. I think we all put ourselves in that arena where the world was watching us, and we're trying to figure out what that would feel like.
Yeah.
And I think, like, take the Masters field this week. Every single one of those players, Scotty Scheffler, Rory, all of them, Bryson, I guarantee you that as young kids, they stood over 4-footers on a practice putting green over and over again, obsessing with what that moment would be like. And they had someone doing the commentary in their head saying, this is to win the Masters tournament. I know I did.
Oh, yeah.
But no more. Now, I sometimes will do it because my game has fallen off a cliff and to try to like bring a little laughter and lower expectations. I will, when just playing with some buddies or people for the first time, I'll walk up to the shot and I'll say, now, Nantz, looking down that right side of the fairway, Trevor, it looks like he's going to rip driver. And I'm just trying to take the pressure off a shot that's destined to rope hook out of bounds or bomb it right out of bounds. And now I think those voices are real for anybody that's competed at a high level.
You called your first Masters at 26 years old. I cannot fathom that. I was just trying to be professional, and you were like the peak of like a professional at 26 years old. How did that feel?
Well, truth is, I was scared out of my mind. And now all these years later, I'm 66, and this will be number 41, which will be the new record. I came into the week with 40.
Let's go, baby.
With the great Vern Lundquist. We both had done 40. This will be my 41st. Not that anybody cares about those records, but when they entrusted me, I truly thought CBS had lost its mind. What are you? Don't you guys realize I was living in a dormitory just a few years ago on the University of Houston campus? What am I doing here? This is nuts. But of course, I acted like it's no big deal. No big deal. You know, you may not know this, but Freddie Couples and I shared a dorm room at Houston. And so, you know, he was a great help to me on the mental side of this because he was already on the tour. He just kept telling me when I first started at CBS, just keep what I do is I just keep saying like a broken record. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. And I got that from Fred. I got that actually when I went to New York to audition for the job. And Fred happened to be staying at my house at the time. How cool is this? You know, Freddie's getting back into the field, of course, as a past champion. And I trust you guys are just barely old enough to appreciate the greatness of Fred and how cool he was on a golf course.
Oh, come on. Smoothest swing in the world, yeah.
I could watch him warm up all day. Oh.
Coolest guy of all time. And when we arrived on the Houston campus as two of the 7 freshmen for Dave Williams and his legendary golf program, which won 13 national championships. I had nothing to do with that, by the way, but I was a part of it. I lettered. But he had the freshmen come in and introduce one another, just breaking the ice. And he said, guys, I want you to stand up. Boys, stand up and just give me basically name, rank, and serial number and what your goal is in your life. And I was, not overconfident, but I just said, I'm Jim Nantz. My goal in life is to one day work for CBS. I want to broadcast the Masters tournament.
What?
That was always my goal. And I love, by the way, parenthetically, too, driven by that, obsessed with that idea because I love the way they broadcast the NFL. Some are all at Madden, some are all in Brookshire. That was my network. But I love the way they presented the Masters and the NFL. So anyway, that was my declaration. The fourth guy down stood bashfully and said, I'm Fred Couples. I'm from Seattle, Washington. And one day I want to win the Masters. And do you know, we ended up in this taking dorm suite. The coach was a genius. We have Blaine McAllister in our dorm, roomed with Blaine, one of my all-time closest friends. He won 5 tour events, and John Horn, who played on the tour a couple of years. So the 4 of us were roommates all through school. And, we got to sit there and talk about a dream that had the same landing spot, Butler Cabin. Fred wanted to win it. I wanted to be in that cabin to present it. And as weird as this sounds, I don't know if this is the kind of hijinks you guys were up to at Cleveland Heights High School. But we used to practice the green jacket ceremony when we were kids in college.
Of course. That's so fucking cool, man. Hell yeah.
And lo and behold, in 1992, Freddie won the Masters and I was there to do the interview and present the green jacket. So
I'm getting chills, man. I had no idea, dude.
Strong testament to how dreams can come true. You got to dream big for them to come true.
Speak it into existence.
We'll be rooting for him over there. I'll give him some extra mojo off the tee, baby. I'll be right there rooting him on, man, on Friday. Hell yeah.
Of all the big events you call every year, you talk about the Masters. What are the biggest events you've been a part of at CBS that you just like think back in your career?
I've been part of the CBS golf teams, like I said, for over 40 years now. And I called 32 national championship games in college basketball.
Oh, yeah.
So watching the action from Indianapolis this week, I just love it. I don't miss it. And I don't say that as any sour grapes. I needed time with my kids. And I gave it up in 2023, my own choosing, because basically the hamster wheel, and I called it the golden hamster wheel, never ended. I was on 48 weeks a year. Golf, the championship game would be played on Monday night, and I was on a flight that night into Augusta and switching gears after calling 15 games in the month of March. I just love being a part of the tournament, be able to see everything from the Fab Five through all the Coach K's 5 championships, UConn's program coming from nowhere to now being a dominant power, and on and on. Roy Williams, North Carolina, his time at Kansas, worked with Billy Packer for 18 years. And then, of course, Clark Kellogg, Bill Raftery, Grant Hill. It was a joy, man. It was an absolute joyride. Then the NFL, working now with Romo. We're going in our 10th year this year. Love Tony. We have so much fun together. He's one of a kind, and that's what makes him special, is that you don't want everybody to be the same, just flat X's and O's guy. He's a big kid who expresses himself as such on the air, and I find that very appealing and very authentic.
It makes it fun, man.
Worked with Phil Simms for a long time before that. I hosted 2 Super Bowls, and I've called 7. So those are the main parts. We've had Olympic Games. We've had all these different sports. I called the U.S. Open tennis for years, but my primaries were always golf, the NFL, and college basketball. When I started basketball, I got asked at a news conference in New York. I was assuming the role from Brent Musburger. I was asked, do you think you'll ever be able to approach the record for longevity for play-by-play? And I said, what's the number? And they said 6. And now these are some names from your past, even before you, but Kurt Gowdy, Dick Enberg, and Brent had all called 6 apiece. And I thought, if I could ever get to 6, that would be amazing. Well, I got to 32. I want to put that record away, okay? So, no, it was a gift. I'm glad that CBS wanted me to do it for that many years. I'm glad I could say when I needed to step down from it and get a few more weeks at home. But all of it's been that childhood dream. You know what that's about. It still burns deep in the heart.
It never goes away. And well, we appreciate you for jumping on that golden hamster wheel and taking us for a ride with you, man.
More than anything, if I had to write the end of the script, I love the NFL, and I love being able to have the chance to do it for a few more years. But someday, as you approach 70, you're going to have to back off a little bit more. And I would like to do 51 Masters tournaments.
Holy cow.
That sounds like a crazy number. It used to be 50. I wanted to be able to say I did 50 Masters because, again, that's that little boy still speaking inside of my head. And I mentioned that at an awards event out in California, and this broadcaster of yesteryear, one of the greats of all time, Jack Whitaker, had introduced me. And he said, I heard you say you want to do 50 Masters. I said, yeah. He said, you need to do 51. I said, why is that? He says, if you do the math, your 51st Masters, 2036, would be the 100th playing of the Masters. He said, you need to be there for that. And he said something very nice. He said, and I think Augusta needs you to be there for that, to usher out the first century and bring in the next. So that's kind of been everything that, I've thought about for a long time. So I didn't come on your show to announce my retirement on April 14th, 2036. But we're kind of working that way.
I love it. I love it.
You get the opportunity to, man. We'll be at the 51st airing of the Masters for you, brother.
We'd be honored.
You got to fight for your right to party.
Come on. Do you have any personal Mount Rushmore of Masters moments? You got any like top tier, the ones that stand out to you the most?
Yeah, I do. And I'm going to put the Freddie win in 92 in a special box over here. That was really personal, because that's like Hollywood make-believe fantasy stuff that two kids could practice that scene of the green jacket presentation and actually have to do it for real. That was choking my guts out, and so was he. We barely could get the words out. That was a watershed moment for me. I really, truly feared if I could emotionally hold up for that, but we both did, and I was able to get us off the air clean. And that one's in its own category. But I've got three. One would be Jack Nicklaus, 1986, my first. Now, you guys weren't around to see it.
Oh, I know it. It was him, the Shark, and
Seve,
yeah.
Tom Kite.
Yeah.
Tom Watson, Bernhard Langer. I mean, it was a load of Corey Pavin. They were all jockeying. Greg Norman, like you said, they were all in the mix. And that's when you mentioned it earlier. I was just a young kid. Chill bumps up and down my arms. My teeth were chattering. Jack made a pivotal birdie on my hole, the 16th. And I uttered the words, "The bear has come out of hibernation." Now, I did not know where that line came from. I truly thought I'm incapable of coming up with that narrative, that clip,
epic,
that caption. And I began to have doubt in my head as the broadcast continued, because we still had Seve to come through. Norman, Jack had gone out way ahead of them. And I began to think I just plagiarized a remark that someone else had said earlier in the show. We had announcers from 10 in. So I thought, well, maybe someone down there at Amen Corner had said. No one had, as it turns out.
Ohio ball player, man. Shout out to Jack.
To debut with Jack was crazy. And then I will go Tiger, 97. Not that it was competitive. Now, I know you boys remember that one. Yeah. I called that one. I was at the 18th by then. And I called it a win for the ages. That was one of my lines. Jason, you asked me about this earlier. That line I had pre-planned.
Okay.
He had a 6-shot lead going into Sunday, and he was running away from the field. And I knew that clip was going to have the narrative played with it forever.
Yeah,
forever.
You know, this is a piece. There's a permanence to it. It's going to be a couple hundred years from now when they come on the air with the Masters and they do the montage. That clip of Tiger winning in 97 will be on there.
100%.
Dragged into history with it is the little narrative. There it is, a win for the ages. Yes. So I thought about that a lot the night before. I knew it had to be short. I knew it had to match up with the moment in a historical sense. And I'm really happy that was the line that we landed on. But after that, on that short list, Travis, would be Tiger again in 2019.
Full circle.
When he was given up for not being competitive again, and it came full circle, and now he's hugging his kids behind the 18th green, basically on the same spot where his dad had embraced him 22 years earlier.
So beautiful, man.
Now that's what we are. We're storytellers. We're not spewing stats. We're trying to tell people what's inside of their hearts and what this moment contextually means. And I happen to be at both of those. I call that one the return to glory, because his kids had never seen him be the champion golfer that he was, like we knew him. And I saw them behind the 18th green. I was told earlier in the day they were not on property, but they were. And I just thought, what a gift to have them see their father, have this encore performance. And I just kept thinking of the word glory as this was all playing out. And when he knocked in the last putt, I just said, not with a lot of exclamation, almost soulful, because he had been through the long road back. And I just said, the return to glory. It felt like it matched that moment. But that's on that short list. And the last one I would say would be Rory last year, the career Grand Slam. Yep. The ups and downs, the wild Odyssey ride he put us on Sunday when he won it, lost it, double bogeyed the first hole, nearly shanked it at 13. You're like, what's going on here? Yeah. And then to rally and win it in a playoff over Rosie,
man,
was storybook stuff.
Those are 4 iconic, absolutely iconic. I think the 86 one came across my like Instagram feed the other day. And there was a moment where the Shark, Norman, is just like taking the deepest breath on 18 before his approach shot. And you could tell, man, that there's nothing like that tournament.
You're incredible at what you do, Jim. And that's why you get asked to do all these things. And that's why people remember you and have such affection for you, because you're remarkable. You're the best play-by-play person in this generation.
I was thinking about this at the Easter service this week. You know, you do at times, no matter who you are, particularly when you're a performer, and you guys are performers, you have all kinds of things that can work against you. You know that. You have doubters. Mm-hmm. Like, we all have enough doubt to deal with on our own. But you have people that are second guessers, who are critics, who don't understand how hard it is to perform on a moment's notice. You're trying your best, and sometimes we fail. Sometimes the words come out upside down, or you don't capture something quite crystal clear as you should. But everybody's got an opinion. And, you know, you learn how to deal with that noise.
Yeah.
I know we all make it because it's personal. So we feel like there are a lot of people at times against us. Yep. And it's not reality.
No.
It's just sometimes these louder voices that are maybe on social media or just plainly in the media. You know, we deal with media too. Yeah. We got all kinds of television critics out there, whether they're social or whether they're in electronic or print, whatever. But yeah, you learn to deal with it. And like, you know, as a little kid, I never thought about, I'm going to have to like have people that are telling me I'm not any good or somebody's better. And I never thought about that. I was thinking about playing. I didn't realize there'd be that noise. And there is a learning curve for that. And, you know, I've had to deal with it for 40 years, and I think I've handled it well. And just, I've tried my best to be the person that I am and not let that sully what otherwise has been a dream life. And you guys, I hope, realize that same thing. Whatever noise you hear, it's insignificant.
Oh yeah.
It all goes away. And you know, when life goes on and you guys get to be my age and older, and you're still going to be doing whatever you're doing, I'm sure, at a very high level, that bust is going to be sitting there in Canton, long past you both, as you know, being on the planet. That bust is going to be there. The criticism or the noise, that's all immaterial. It's history. You built a life in other realms too. Your families. Look what you've done to make your family proud. I get the biggest rise out of seeing how much your parents enjoy what you both are doing and how you both have supported one another. That's where I'm coming from.
I appreciate that.
Family to me, you know, it's everything. I was playing a video the other day. My kids were young. And I'm way off on a tangent here.
I love it, though. I love it. We're so like that. Yeah, please keep going. Yeah.
I was telling my kids about something. It was from 4 years ago, and I was 3 years ago. And I said, family is love, and love is family. And if you're surrounded, you understand the world is like that, and I think you guys do. I mean, I see it from the outside. I see that love in your own circles.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Jason, the amazing life that you and your family have built, Travis, what you're building, and starting right there with your mom and dad and what you've done to make Cleveland, and specifically Cleveland Heights, proud. That love, man, that nurturing got you to where you are. I had the same thing.
It's the best.
Hello, friends. I want my dad to hear me. He's been gone 18 years. I got chills right now thinking about it. I just want to make him proud. And that's when I say my feet hit the floor in the morning and I have gone through my ritual, one of those things with gratitude is just saying I want to make people proud.
It's the best.
Yeah.
And I'm going into Augusta this week. I'm going to give it my all.
Oh, you're going to make everyone proud.
And I just hope I can make people proud. The people that are my family, who I love, and love as family.
Well, make sure I come up to you and pinch you so you know you're not dreaming, big guy.
I'll know when somebody comes and pinches me from behind. I won't even have to turn around and look. I'll know it's you.
When I'm playing in a big game and or win or loss, Jason's been at a lot of the big games. My family's been at, every big game in my life. And those moments where you come out of that game and you see the ones that are there to support you. You see the ones that have been on this journey with you your entire life. And you see, where it's gotten to. It's the most beautiful thing that I could have ever asked for in my life is the fact that I have that much support from family and friends. And I remember the funniest one was coming up from that Buffalo game where Jason jumped out of the suite and jumped back in the suite. I come up to the suite at the end of the game to celebrate with my friends and family, and Jason has his shirt off still.
Tony and I covered that game.
Of course. You know it very well. Yeah.
You caught a couple of tutties. You were right there in that end zone. You caught one. You looked up at him.
But knowing you got that much support and you make your family and your loved ones that happy when you're playing, and they get that much excitement out of seeing you doing what you love the most, it's the best, man. And I hear you on that, man. The gratitude and getting to be able to do what we love and all that makes it all worth it, man.
The odds for what you guys have accomplished, that gets back to that whole pinch me thing, but the odds of even being able to make it to the NFL. I mean, everybody thinks that plays it at Division I level thinks it's going to happen.
You couldn't tell me and Jason that. Even with the 1 star connected to our names on all the high school recruiting.
I didn't even have a star. 0 stars. I had the picture of me was that black silhouette. You know what I mean? It is a pinch me moment whenever we look back at that. And, our families have been so uniquely blessed to share in all these experiences together. And then to make other families along the way and all the friends, and not like anything else. Like you always accomplish things through the help and guidance with other people. And the teams we've been on, the coaches we've had along the way. You mentioned something earlier, Jim, about people infusing belief. And I've said this before. I think belief is the greatest thing you can give another human being for exactly what you're saying. There's so much, in your own head that you can build up with doubt and nerves and things. When somebody gives you that gift, it gives you the power to overcome all of the little things that really don't mean anything. And I just love that so much. I do want to ask you, do you have a welcome to broadcasting moment? You talked about the nerves of that first Masters at 26 years old. Is there something that happened maybe young in your career that was like, all right, I'm finally doing this thing?
Well, before I got to CBS, I was, I was on the Houston golf team, but I was not as passionate about trying to be a professional golfer, nor did I have the skill level, nowhere close, as I was. The boyhood dream was the broadcasting thing. But I started working in the business when I was 20 for the CBS affiliate in Houston, the 4th largest market in the country. I was the weekend fill-in sports anchor, but it amounted to a lot of anchoring the sports broadcast on the 10 or 11 o'clock news, whichever time zone you're in, you know what I'm talking about. And I was still living in the dorms. And so I was still living with all my golf guys I mentioned before. And that was, I knew that I was, as far as where I am with my age group, being on a CBS station at 20 while you're still in college was rare. I was very fortunate. But then upon graduation, I got an opportunity to be hired by the CBS affiliate in Salt Lake City at KSL. And with that, I got to do the Utah Jazz game. So I was 23 and I was in the NBA, calling NBA, and I was the play-by-play announcer for BYU.
The Cougs.
Yeah.
They won the national championship in 1984, and I was doing their games with Steve Young.
Oh my gosh.
Who had graduated a couple years before and was playing in the USFL for the LA Express.
Oh my gosh.
So we're doing a game in Provo, and the booth where we broadcast from at Cougar Stadium was so small they had us record our on-camera opening on the field. So we knocked that out. We jumped in the press elevator for the start of the show a few minutes later, and the elevator blew a fuse. And for a quarter and a half, the elevator didn't move.
Oh my!
Are you kidding me?
Meanwhile, the game goes on, the show goes on. They ran a scroll at the bottom of the screen that says, "We are experiencing audio difficulties." Yeah, you have no announcers. That's an audio difficulty.
That's quite the difficulty. Yeah.
So, just randomly blew a fuse, and then it started back up, and we rejoined the broadcast with about 6 minutes to go in the half. That was a terrifying moment. I can remember, if you talk to Steve ever about it to this day, we were starting to get claustrophobic, to say the least. And it was a tiny panel that you could knock it out. I could lift him up if we wanted to, and he could try to get out of the elevator shaft. We decided that was not a good idea. That could have prevented what later became a Hall of Fame career in San Francisco. But anyway, we had that moment. And then, lo and behold, after 2.5 years in Utah, I got a call from a producer at CBS named Ed Gorin, who later became the president of Fox Sports. Great friend of mine to this day. He said, "We've been taping your shows for the last month, and you're one of 5 finalists for an opening at CBS Sports." I thought it was a prank call. I thought it was one of my college buddies. They knew this was my goal. This can't be true. Come on. I said, "Come on, give it up." But the next day I was on a plane to New York, and I was auditioning in the CBS Broadcast Center against the likes of Roy Firestone, who was a famous broadcaster, had this up-close show on ESPN, the great James Brown. And I ended up winning the audition. And within a couple of weeks, I was on the air being introduced by Brent Musburger.
Holy cow.
Doggone. Well, thank God that elevator got working, baby.
Do you take the stairs now? Do you make sure that doesn't happen?
That is a fair question.
You are one of one, brother. I can't tell you what an honor it has been to listen to you share these stories. What an honor it's going to be to watch you do your 41st Masters. You've officially surpassed the amount of balls Rory had to hit. You're way past him. Congratulations. We're all looking forward to it.
Thank you for having me on. I really, truly, I was so appreciative to get the invite to come on the week of the Masters, and it would mean a lot to me if even it was just a minute, if I had a chance to express how much I appreciate both of you in person and this particular podcast being a guest this week down in Augusta. Jason, good luck with that, by the way. I know you're going to be great. Have a wonderful time. I'm here. Anything I can do to help.
Do you have any advice? Like, what's the advice here? It's my first time. I've been to.
Define your role for me. It's going to be interviewer of players and friends and family. I'm kind of going to be boots on the ground, just talking in between holes and stuff. There's 2 things you're going to focus on here.
Okay.
Virtually everybody in that field is going to have a caddy that's special to them. And more likely, it's going to be a family member, a child, a daughter, or even a wife.
Yes.
So 1 is, what was that experience like?
Yep.
And 2 is, how do you feel about your game going into the tournament? That's all you need to ask.
Perfect.
Now, maybe somebody knocks a hole in one, and you might ask them about that. But I think people want to know what the week looks like for them and what that experience was like out on the par 3 tournament. It's unique. We don't see anything like that the rest of the year. You don't need to dig much deeper than that. This is a feel-good event, and you're going to be the right guy to do that.
I got a third one, Jason. Don't forget, keep your shirt on.
Goes without saying. Yes.
It's a classy event, Jason.
Thank you so much for hopping on with us.
Thank you, brothers. I appreciate you both.
That dude was epic, man.
The best. The wisdom and like the emotion that and the way he's able to tell a story. I feel so dumb trying to talk to him. Gosh dang. He is the best though. And he mentioned the production meetings, even in the production meetings. Like, it's just, there's something about Jim that is just second to none. The way he articulates and listens, asks questions. It's like the elegance. I thought about that before with like Rich Eisen, like talking to him, like some of these guys that just are so good on television. They have a way of conversing and saying things even just in regular ordinary life that just, it's incredible.
It's awesome, man. And that was fucking a dream come true right there, man. Getting Jim Nantz on this thing right before the Masters, man.
Right before the Masters. Let's go, baby.
Jason, can you do the honors?
Alrighty, our guest today is a 6-foot golfer out of Dardanelle, Arkansas. I believe that's right. He's the 1991 PGA Tour Rookie of the Year. He's got 5 PGA Tour wins, 2-time major champion, and he won the 2021 PNC Championship with his son. And he was Travis Kelce's co-star in Happy Gilmore 2.
I wasn't a star. He was a star.
90%ers, he's here to grip it and rip it. Please welcome the one and only John fucking Daly, baby! John, how we doing, brother?
Let's fucking go.
As he cracks one, man. Oh, man, look, where's the
There
cold
we
boy
go,
at? I can't
baby.
find one. Oh, that's what I love right there, man.
Hell yeah, brother. How we doing?
Doing great. How you guys doing?
Living the dream, baby.
Doing good, getting fired up. Yeah.
Living the dream.
We Trav was golfing this past week. We're getting geared up for the Masters. I'm sure you are as well. Where are you at right now? You're in your RV?
Me and Anna, my girl, we left Sunday night from Upland, California, and we're just outside of Tallahassee. We're almost home in Clearwater.
Oh, nice,
That's
man.
awesome.
Nothing wrong with a little like road trip, man. God, I haven't been on one of those in a while, man. Fucking love it, man. I was just up in Bandon Dunes, actually, up in Oregon, not necessarily Northern Cal, but up in Oregon, man. And that's a little bit of a different place, man. The views out there are insane. But I'm not going to lie, I'm a bougie golfer now, man. I don't like to walk that much. I don't love walking that much. And that's a hell of a terrain too. So I was kind of, that was a fucking workout, man.
That's why I got ADA. My body's too screwed up to freaking walk anymore. So I'm going to enjoy the game, really golf cart.
That's what I'm saying. They got to get some fucking golf carts out there, man.
We got the Masters is coming. This is amazing. I love it. The Masters coming up.
You got to come see me at Augusta. I'll be at the restaurant and bar called Top Dog.
Ooh.
Top Dog.
Sell it merchandise.
I'd love to stop by.
Oh, man. I can't wait to have a beer with you over there.
Fill you guys up some merch. We'll drink some John Daly Good Boys, smoke some John Daly cigars. I'll cook you a meal with some John Daly Mama Lou Spice. So here we go.
Lit on my fries.
Does sound like a good time right there.
Sign me up, man.
Very in on that. We'll definitely stop by. We're all going to Augusta. What makes this tournament so special in your eyes, John?
Well, it's the only major that never leaves home. It stays in the same spot every year. The other 3 move around, and it's Augusta. I don't know if you guys have played it with y'all's status. You should have been able to. No, it's just a very special week. I played in it for a lot of years and had a few good tournaments there, but even when I was playing, I was selling my merchandise. It just gives me a chance to see the fans, have a few cocktails, sell some shit, and have a good time.
What do you? Hold on.
I got the little ones running.
She got the Eagles cheerleader outfit on. That's a good outfit there. You just mentioned you interacting with the fans. I don't know that there's any golfer that I've seen that has been more connected with his fans than you. What do you think it is about you that made that the case?
I think for me, I always played for him. And, there's no skeletons in my closet. I've never lied to him. If I screw up, I tell him I screw up and apologize and move on. And they've been great to me. It seems like everywhere I've been, it's like a home field advantage, with you guys, playing for the Eagles and that boy there, new 3-year contract for the Chiefs.
All right now.
Great fans. But your Eagles, man, when you guys are down a little bit, I've never seen fans.
They'll let you know.
Yeah, they let you know. But I guess that's called loyalty. I don't know. But
well, it's passion. It's passion, John.
It's standard. Passion. Okay.
Yeah.
You think you take that grip it and rip it philosophy into life too? Not just on the golf course, or?
Oh, yeah, got to. Yeah, I believe caffeine, nicotine equal protein.
Let's go.
The simple formula. John, as one of the legendary drivers of the ball, I'm trying to get better at golf right now. I'm trying to break 80. Got a long-term goal that I want to make happen this year. I've realized I need to improve my long game and my short game the most. I'm pretty good with my irons. What is the key to driving the ball? What would be your main takeaways if you want to hit it longer and preferably straighter? Would you say are like your hard, fast rules? Yeah.
Well, for me, it's low and slow and finish the backswing. But in golf, people always ask me how they hit it further. Well, if you hit your best drive, the best you can hit it, that's pretty much as far as you're going to hit it. Now, the good thing is it's like you guys practicing football every day. Consistency. You get your patterns down, you get your plays down. It's consistency. And the more you're consistent with that, the better you're going to be. But if you want to break 80, get your ass out and hit 100-yard shots in and work on your putting and chipping, because that's that's what'll get it done for you.
Steal those strokes, yeah. He's got a goddamn KFC potato wedge as a putter, man. It's like he just went to the local putt and just grabbed that thing out of the bag. He's got to get up to modern day, man. I don't know what he's doing with his putter.
You know those old bullseye putters? That's what I got. I got a bullseye.
Well, those are really good for fast greens, but I don't know what greens you putt on. But you need to probably get a heavier putter, like a big, like a Bentonardi or something like that. A real heavy putter. That'll help you short the stroke and make a lot more putts.
Okay, that's a good tip. I'm going to take that one. I'm already on it, Trav.
No chance. This guy's fucking trash.
Yeah, baby.
Johnny D, I'm going to take you back to 91, man, when you won the PGA championship. I just wanted to ask, man, you were the 9th alternate going in it to win the whole thing. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Did you know going into that tournament that you were going to have like a really good chance of winning, or were you just kind of like happy to be there? What was the mindset going into that one?
Well, I was just happy to get in. And, back then I made $162,000. I kept my card for 92. You make $162,000 on PGA Tour, you're working in a grocery store somewhere selling groceries. But I had a pretty decent year. The golf course just fit my eye. I could fly all the trouble. And the reason I got in, Nick Price, Sue had the baby, and I got in last. And but anyway, he asked me if Squeak could caddy for him. I said, hell yeah, I'd love for Squeak to caddy for me. And
that's awesome.
Squeak did a hell of a job. It was a blur because I didn't get a practice round. We just went in first round, second, third,
that's
fourth.
So crazy.
That
man.
is wild. Oh my gosh.
Grip it and rip it, baby. What else do you need to do? Jason, you worried about trying to fucking hit your drive straight? Just fucking hit it.
At what point did you know you were going to be a legit professional golfer? Like, when did you start playing? And at what point was it like, oh man, I'm pretty damn good at this?
Started when I was 4. I'm probably around 16 years old. I just said, this is what I want to do. I'm fat. I'm flat-footed. I can't run. So football, basketball's out. I was a pretty good pitcher. I guess I could have pitched, but, I'd have to play on a major league team where the pitcher doesn't hit, which I think that would be the American League. Is that right? American League, they don't hit.
I think it's both now, but yeah, I hear you.
Back then, I think it was just the National League pitchers that hit.
Yep.
But,
right.
But no, I was just too slow, flat-footed, and I feel like I had pretty good balance in my golf game because I'm so flat-footed. So I just got stuck with it. When I was 16, I said, this is what I want to do.
I will say that, man, the swing is obviously one of the smoothest of all time, man, and the how much you get on your backswing is so impressive, man. It's like you're getting to the other side of your head almost. And for big guys like us, like the shoulders just don't allow us to get to that point, man. So it's like you're like an anomaly in this world of like guys with big shoulders that can't get their swing all the way back there. It's just, I don't even know where I'm going with it. I just fucking love the goddamn swing, man.
You guys are always pumping and you're getting so strong here. You're more, you need to stay flexible because you catch it. Jay, you had to block those boys, man. You had to be strong.
Yep.
It's tough because you get so tight, you can't get the club back. But like, quarterbacks, pitchers, hockey players, they're so flexible. They can take the club back. But yeah, you just gotta find your consistent drive and see how far it goes and just work on that because that's all you can do. I mean, I used to be able to hit it a long way. And now, my drives in the 90s sound like atomic bombs. I don't even want to tell you what they sound like now.
No, get out of here. I know you're still crushing
Still cracking it, dude.
What was your furthest drive back in the, what's your furthest drive back in the day on tour?
I'm not sure how far, but I think the longest I ever saw was somebody hit at 420. I think I had one like 399, 400, but
I guess I'm saying that was back when that technology. What do you think realistically, if you were still in your prime with the balls today and the drivers today, what do you think you'd be hitting?
It'd be scary. I mean, me and Jack Nicklaus have talked about that. Just think, because he was really long.
Mm-hmm.
Just think the technology even up to when I was playing. I don't know. It's hard to say. I know that I hit over 200 ball speed way before when Bryson was trying to do it.
God damn.
He was back. He kept getting 198, 199. He couldn't get there. I said, hey, dude, I did it 10 times in a row. You'll get there. With a Bellata ball on a freaking 32 being Irving King driver.
Yeah.
That looks like
Hey, what you need to do is you need to unarch your feet. You got to get more balance. You need more flat foot into the ground. You're way too You're way too, your arches are,
Undertones.
yeah, exactly. The arches, you're just not made for it. Dude, how cool is it seeing your son, John Daly II, man? How cool is it seeing him making his PGA Tour debut and seeing him kind of follow your footsteps and everything? I believe he went to Arkansas. I feel like I always see him with some Arkansas gear on. Yeah.
Yeah, this is his last semester, fifth-year senior. The team is really good. I think they're fourth or fifth in the country. So, yeah, he hits it about 50 past me now, but he still can't out-chip me.
He can't out-chip you?
Yeah, he said when I one-arm him and I one-arm chip him, he's got two hands on it. He gets so mad at me.
Does your son ever push back on golf advice? If he's anything like Trav, my dad would try and coach him up in baseball and stuff like that. He never wanted to hear any of it. What's John II like with golf advice?
He'll listen to everybody but me.
Same way it goes.
It's the same. It's the father-son thing now, but if I see him doing something wrong, I watch him a few tournaments. I'll tell coach.
There you go.
And,
yeah.
And little John will go, Dad, coach really helped me. He told me I had to get the ball up. I go, okay, son, that's perfect.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad he's helping out a lot.
Like DMC, if Tiger and Charlie are playing, Charlie will listen to me. Little John will listen to Tiger. Won't listen to his father.
When's the first time he actually beat you in a round?
Let's see, probably about 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Holy
right before he's
cow.
going into college.
Yeah.
Right when he's like 16.
That's amazing.
There you go, man. That's how you know that's what you should be doing in life right there when you're beating a pro.
I saw that little baby girl of yours, Jace, behind you. Hey, she's going to be beating you in golf pretty soon, too. Just trust me.
So I want to get her out there. Hey, it ain't going to be very hard. She might be able to beat me right now, John. I don't ever say.
Still got flexible shoulders.
You famously said once, talking about your pre-round routine, that you hit balls for maybe 20 minutes, put a little bit, smoke 4 or 5 cigarettes, and then you drink 3 Diet Cokes, and you go in for the first tee. Some days I won't even go to the range. Is that still the case?
I just smoke cigarettes and drink Diet Coke. I don't even look at a putting green or practice.
Get away from the putting green.
You feel like at this point in your career, you can kind of just see the tint of or like the color of the green and like the layout of it and get a good feel for it just off of like putting your eyes on it?
Yeah, and we play, I play 2 to 3 pro-ams a week too, so it's not like I'm not going to know the golf course.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's, it's there. I play enough during the week that, I need to go hit balls or beat balls all the time anymore. My body can't hold up to it anyway. 12 surgeries, bladder cancer in the last, 8 years. So,
yeah.
If I went out and hit 20 putts, I got to sit down and have a cigarette, a Diet Coke, or a John Daly Good Boy.
Here we go.
Get up 20 minutes, do it again.
Hell yeah.
When we're young, you can hit 1,000 putts without no problem at all. But I'm old. If I knew I was going to live to be this fucking old, I'd have taken worse care of myself.
Cheers to that, brother. Do you think there's a bit of like trying too hard and putting in too much work in that regard? Like trying to fix it too much, or especially like in between rounds?
Well, I think it's what you guys did after a game. You got to have that night off and then go back at it. Your body's tired. You get frustrated, especially when you're tired, but everybody's different. I'm a guy that I've been, gifted very natural ability, very flexible, that I didn't have to beat a lot of balls, but I worked my ass off on my short game, 150 yards in. I'd beat balls every day for that, but that's where you score. But no, everybody's a little different. I mean, these guys are working out. They're getting hurt. They're hurting themselves working out too hard.
Yeah.
They don't need to be like you guys. You got to do it to be man on man in football, but golf, you just want to keep your flexibility. You want to be able to do what you can do and don't push it too hard. And guys are getting back problems and pumping weight too long and shit. When I grew up, man, it was like, let's go play golf.
I'm about to say, you ever see a weight room growing up?
Shit, no. I'm going to open up John Daly Gymnasium. Barstool on the treadmill, ashtray, cup holder, drink holder, porn on TV, and topless waitress.
Oh my God, that's some good shit right there.
I'll put them on by Fitness 24.
I love it. Hey, I'll get a membership to that right now. Come on now, sign me up, baby.
Yearly membership. I'm in.
I do think you're onto something, though, because it's that way in football. Sometimes guys put in so much work and they get so meticulous with everything, their diet, weightlifting, and they forget that it's not a formulaic thing. You can try and make it that way, but at the end of the day, there is an art to it, and there's a freedom that you need to play with as well. And if you try and be a robot out there, it's just like, it doesn't work in football. And I know like golf, you would think there's less factors and maybe you can be more robotic, but I bet there is a similarity there where you can't allow that to overtake your mental approach to the game.
Yeah, I mean, we're the only sport that the boundaries change every day. We're not playing the same field. We're, even if it's the same golf course, tee boxes, they change tee boxes. They move them up, back. Green, the pins are changed. You got OBs, you got hazards that come into play. But, it's just a brutal game, man. And people don't realize it does take a toll on your body. Like, I don't work out, I put out, but it's taking a toll on my game and on my body. And
right.
People think, oh, it's such an easy sport. Yeah, this is a kind of a pussy sport. Bullshit. This is a man on man. It's every part of your body's got to work. And when you're repetitionally hitting that many balls, it's no different than what you guys do. It's brutal on the body.
No doubt. I get more sore playing golf than I ever did sometimes at practice. I go out there, you're walking a course, like a bunch of hills, you're going up and down, you hit a bunch of balls. And trust me, I'm over 100 strokes sometimes, John. I'm using all of them I got, right? So
this guy gets within 50 yards and starts playing ping pong on the green, man.
The funniest line was from Brett Favre. I'm playing with him in the Pro-Am in Memphis in August. It's 125 degrees. We're on the 15th hole. He goes, you know what, Daly? I'd rather have a 350-pound lineman just run my ass over right now. This is good.
Seriously, I'll take one hit as opposed to 4 hours of it. Yeah, man, no doubt.
I was going to say, golf's having a surge of the century. Like, everybody's getting into the game nowadays, and it feels like you're seeing more and more content. Everybody wants to have some sort of golf show because of how fun the game is, and also just how the banter in between it's a game you can comment on and a game that you can act within. It's like everybody has these new shows and everything. Do you like how the game has been growing, or is this starting to get kind of like, I don't know, sidetracked from what the game really is supposed to be?
Oh, I love it. I mean, the only downfall is everybody hits at 320 now to 350. That's not a downfall, but I look at kids growing up playing golf now. All they want to do is go to the driving range and beat a driver at 320 yards.
Yeah.
But a 100-yard chip shot, they're missing the green. They're duffing it. They're not, doesn't matter how far you hit it, but if you ain't got a short game, what's the use? It's like having a quarterback that can't call an audible and throw a screen.
Ooh, I see you, big dog. You need that guy. You need that guy to be able to get if you got to sniff out that defense, man, I'm telling you, you got to change the fucking play. Yeah. No, I hear you. We got a little note in here about your high school kicker days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's talking to,
we got
go ahead.
Elias High School, Elias Crusader, Jeff City, Missouri.
What? Nice. Hell yeah. So were you right on the border there, or?
Well, it's about 35 miles south of Columbia.
Nice. I'm familiar, but that's where you went to high school. So you grew up in Arkansas and then went to high school in Jefferson City?
Yeah, well, I went my sophomore and junior year. I finished my last semester, my senior year in Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
But,
right.
Yeah, I was there for a couple of years. But yeah, we went to state. We had our first perfect season at 10-0 since 57. We won our first playoff game in St. Charles. They were just too fast.
Was it just kicker?
I could throw it, but I couldn't run. I could punt it. Thank God I didn't have to run. But I did the pump, pats, and kicks when I was young. And your coach,
oh yeah, Big Red, baby.
They showed him a 13. He looked as big as you, Jason.
Hey.
He looked like he was playing for the LA Rams at that point. Yeah,
he's such an awesome coach. I love him. But yeah, I went to pump, pass, and kick ways. And when I was 8, Superdome opened up at 74, and the first person I met was Archie Manning.
How about it?
And I was talking about a man that if he ever had a good offensive line, he could have done something. But it was great meeting him and just getting into I love football. Football is my passion. Like I said, flat-footed. And I straight on, I kick it barefooted. But
on the nose, man.
That was what I was going to ask, because I know you golf barefoot. Were you a barefoot kicker as well? Yeah.
I could kick it a lot further. I just kick it off my big toe.
That's so good.
But I got something that a lot of kickers didn't get. Look up the 1992 All-Madden kicker team.
What?
Okay.
Were you on it?
Look it up. I was the John Madden hated kickers. And we were out doing the Monday nights. Frank Gifford held the ball for me on Monday Night Football in San Francisco, and I kicked a 45-yarder, 40-yarder, and Coach Madden was out there. And he goes, okay, I like you, son. And you put me on the 1992 All Madden team. that's the kicker.
That's so fucking good, man.
That's the only NFL thing I can say.
Bro, that's one of the most like awarded things as a player, because John, obviously Madden was like the mecca of, or like the best in the entire football world. Like he's our like savior in this world. So to get that nod, that's pretty fucking dope. But that's crazy, dude. The 1992 All-Madden team.
I think I'm lining up a putt or something. The card that it has is a 1992 All-Madden team. I think I'm lining up a putt. I can't remember what the card looks like, but it was pretty cool.
I got to get that. Heck yeah. Do you have a welcome to golf moment? Like welcome to the PGA moment?
Welcome to the PGA, I think, would be probably winning the PGA. You know, most of the time, people heard I could hit it kind of long, and I'd have the group I'm playing with, a sign carrier, and about 5 people watch me hit it. Then they go watch somebody else back in the day. But yeah, the PGA of America was probably, I didn't realize what I did until I got to Colorado the next week. It was like 12,000 people sitting there waiting for me.
Hell yeah.
Like you guys were the Super Bowl, y'all have hundreds of thousands, but kind of felt like that, like couldn't breathe, you know, it was really weird.
That's crazy, man.
I believe it.
That's an awesome story, man. Yeah. Well, John D, man, we appreciate the time. We appreciate the stories. Can't wait to run up on that fitness center you were just talking about and get a subscription for the year. But we appreciate you, dog. Thank you for jumping on with this, big guy.
You got it. I'll get y'all's address, send you a bunch of these beautiful good boys.
Please.
Non-carbonated.
Please do.
Please.
I'll send you some cigars, and I'll send you some of my Mama Lou's seasoning here. Put on everything.
Is there a site everybody can jump on to go grab that stuff? Or
yeah, well, Good Boy, you just go to goodboy.com. You see the John Daly, the cigars, JohnDalyCigar.com, and Mama Lou's. Just go to John Daly's seasoning.
Hell yeah!
But I'll send you guys some stuff.
And we'll throw all those links
then,
in the episode too, man.
Where are you at down in Augusta as well? Because we're gonna make sure we run into you. What bar did you say again?
I'll be there from this Saturday to next Saturday.
Love it.
Sean,
all right,
top
perfect.
dog.
Top dog. Can't forget it.
Top golf. Top dog.
Top dog.
Top
dog.
You don't seem like a top golf kind of guy. You seem like a top dog kind of guy.
Side note, Augusta's is really regarded for like the food and everything around there, the pimento cheese sandwich and all that. What we're going there this week. We've been before to the major, but what are the must-dos if you go to the Masters as a spectator?
Well, the practice rounds are the best because you can, you won't be able to take your phone in and all that stuff. They take your phone. So you just leave it somewhere. But you can see the guys practice. That's what's really cool.
That's cool.
You get, and, but the best place to be is going to be a Top Dog just on Washington Road.
Just so you know. Perfect.
That's what I'm talking about.
A few of these before you go back into training there, big boy.
Listen, you already know. I'm gonna eat real clean this week just so I can get out there to Augusta and have a few of those.
You can pound a bunch of these.
That's what I'm talking about.
We'll get them in. Trust me. Hell yeah.
You're the man, big guy. We appreciate the time, man. You already know. We'll see you. We'll try to see you next week down there in Augusta.
Love you, boys. Always watched you. Keep it going.
Thank you to Jim Nantz and John Daly, two of the most epic and like iconic men in golf. And man, we're pretty fired up for the Masters, knowing we're going down there, man. But it's just cool to hear these two talk about the game and talk about their lives and the road to where they are now, man. That was pretty fucking dope.
Once again, those Masters conversations were brought to you by AT&T. Thanks to our sponsor, Intuit TurboTax.
Let's go! April 15th, tax deadline is coming fast, but don't worry, you can hand off your taxes to a TurboTax expert today.
Doing taxes the old way means stress, chasing updates, working around somebody else's schedule, and wondering if something has been missed.
Yeah. With Intuit TurboTax, you can hand off your taxes to a dedicated full-service expert.
They understand your specific tax situation and can do your taxes for you from the start to finish. That's right, online or in person at one of their new store locations.
Just import your tax forms directly into the app and hand everything off to your TurboTax expert.
While they work on maximizing your refund, you can catch up on your favorite TV shows or podcasts like New Heights, or hit the gym or prep for an upcoming trip.
Don't wait. Visit TurboTax.com and hand off your taxes to a TurboTax expert today.
Thank you to our sponsor, Reese's Oreo Cups.
Oh, yeah, Reese's Cups with Oreo cookie crumbs. It's what we've been asking for.
That's what we've been asking for. It's what everybody's been asking for.
How about it, man? Seriously, can anyone name a more legendary snack than Reese's and Oreo?
Probably
you
not.
put them together, and it's like, it's perfection.
I don't think I can name a better one. I mean, I eat a lot of snacks, too. I consider myself a snack expert.
I am a snack, candy, cookie expert, and nothing fucking compares.
Nothing is beating Reese's Cups with Oreos.
Get your Reese's Oreo Cups today wherever candy is sold.
Reese's Oreo Cup, the cookie crumbs, the ultimate snacking legend. Thank you to our sponsor, Allstate.
Checking Allstate first could save you hundreds on car insurance. That's smart.
That's right. Not checking the volume settings before pressing play on the TV. I'm still recovering from having surround sound blasting a kid's show the other day.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
All right, now it's been a minute since we've dipped into the no dumb questions bag, so let's take a minute to dive into one. All right, this edition of No Dumb Questions is brought to you by Apple, one of our favorite companies out there because it's every device that I have around me. All right, here we go. What side of TikTok are you on?
Oh my!
I don't understand what this is.
Yeah, I'm confused on this as well.
It's a voicemail. It's a voicemail. I'll play it.
But what does it mean? What side of TikTok are you on? TikTok's on voicemails.
The question's a voicemail, Jason.
Oh, was the prompt from us? What side of TikTok are you on?
Let me just play the question. It's going to make sense, I promise.
So I have a question. I always wonder what side of TikTok people are on. So that's my question. What side of TikTok are y'all on? That is not related to you guys.
I mean, currently I'm on the side of TikTok that doesn't watch TikTok. I only post on TikTok. I don't scroll TikTok.
She's asking if we're pro TikTok or against TikTok?
No, she's asking us, she's basically saying that there's an algorithmic thing that steers you into a certain type of content on TikTok. And I think TikTok people understand what she's asking, but neither of us being TikTok individuals, I don't think you're going to understand this question.
What's coming up on your feed is basically the question.
My algorithm on Instagram Reels right now is heavy golf content. I mean, I am getting, there's this one guy, Dan Grieve, I think is his name, Greaves.
Oh, yeah.
Has the 3 releases. I'm about to buy his book.
You're hilarious.
But he's got
just get
a lot
it on
of chipping,
audio. Man.
approach game advice.
You don't have enough time to sit down and read, Jason. Get it on audio.
Well, I mean, audio book is still getting his book.
Oh, okay, all right.
You're still paying for it.
My bad.
But yeah, a lot of golf content, a lot of AI videos that I have to look at for a couple seconds to see if they're AI. But of course, they were AI from the very beginning.
Just you got to get out early so you don't keep getting those fed to you, man. There's nothing worse.
I know
than
this is AI,
video,
but I'm going to go through the comment section just to make sure that it's AI.
You're hilarious,
even though it's obviously AI.
The AI videos are the worst, man. I know what mine are. Rodeos, guys getting slung off bulls, otters, as we all know. There's always those like 3 or 4 like reels or just I don't know, updates on what otters have been doing around the world. And then just sports, everything, every sport you can think of, highlights all over the fucking place. I got a lot of comedy like sketches, like little like comedy bits, like stand-up bits that I come across all the time.
Same.
The stand-up bits are always fucking entertaining to me. What else is in the algorithm?
Surprisingly, not as much football as you would think.
I mean, I get my fix on football with just like my love for the game. I think right now there's no football being played.
That's a good point. It's probably playing into it.
Yeah. I'll get all that stuff just on like the threads and like conversations through like my like messages.
Who I'm following.
Yeah. And we'll shop those posts around to each other more than we'll actually see it on the reels. If it has to do with sports, it's probably on the algorithm and then comedy. a bunch of shit I can just laugh at.
I'm looking through it right now. I'm not getting a lot of. I was big on billiards for a little bit.
Oh,
Still get some billiard stuff. I mean, any sports stuff is kind of free. It kind of alternates probably a lot with the season, which is why I'm getting golf right now and not a lot of football. I get a lot of like do-it-yourself stuff.
Ooh, DIYs, yeah. A lot of like building cabins in the backyard. Yep, carpenter work. Yeah, that's huge. I love that shit. I could sit there and watch that shit all fucking day. There's actually there's some shit. I gotta send it to you. There's a YouTube of like, but it's an hour long. Like it just shows these guys in the middle of like a jungle putting an entire like hotel suite with a pool, and they're making this all out of clay and fucking wood. It's insane.
I'm more of a YouTube deep dive, and then like certain guys on that making stuff with like long form that I'll kind of try to get into. Once again, this edition of No Dumb Questions was brought to you by Apple. All right, the last thing before we wrap, let's take a final look at the standings in the New Heights Reese's Bracket Challenge. Shout out to the Night 2%ers bracket leaders. We are recording this Monday morning, but right now, here is what we got. The women's winner, which is over, so this will be the winner.
Shout out to UCLA, man.
Congrats to Jenna Duncan.
Ooh, very fitting.
That's a real last name. All right. Way to go, Jenna. Winner of the women's bracket challenge and then the men's leaders. It all comes down to the final. It will either be Connor or K Mall.
Yes. Good luck to both of you guys. Connor, K Mall.
Whoever wins between UConn and Michigan. Michigan looked real. I'm not going to lie. Once Houston was out, I thought Arizona was going to take it. Michigan, I mean, just Jesus.
They are. But UConn does have the juice too. This is going to be a fun game tonight. I'm pumped.
New Heights staff updates. Men's. Jake has won the New Heights men's bracket challenge once again. He won it last year. The loser is still Aaron, who, I mean, in some ways did something nobody else thought possible. Yeah. So congratulations to Aaron on not winning a single round of 32 game. Something that I still can't believe. And the winner of the women's is PJ. PJ, congratulations. Way to go. And the loser is still Travis, despite his angling to somehow blame me for him losing to everybody in New Heights' bracket.
No. I didn't say I blamed you for losing. I said you cheated. I didn't say I blame you for me losing.
You still lost to everybody else and I didn't cheat on the women's. The women's I didn't seek advice or change anything.
Yeah, you're right.
Mama Kelsey has weighed in. She knows that I will exhaust every loophole possible. She very conveniently did not call me a cheater, though. She did not say those words. So
listen, we all know you're a cheater. Everybody in the comments in the post knows that you're a cheater. And I rest my case. You're a cheater. If I have to do it, you have to do it.
Listen, I will do it. I will do it just because, first of all, being in a Waffle House and trying that challenge sounds fun. But I in no way cheated. And I don't need to listen to a bunch of people who are fans of yours in the comment section accuse me. That's not how I deserve an unbiased jury, not the Travis Kelce fan club being like, "Oh yeah, you did cheat, Jason."
No, you must look at the comments. Most of the comments actually say that they are not fans of me and that they are huge fans of you and that they typically side with you on everything, but you definitely cheated.
I cheated in no way. I don't know what to tell these people. It's a good thing that our fans are not judges.
Yeah, it's not an objective thing. It is a subjective thing. You cheated.
No, it's objective that I did not cheat. It is not subjective. It is plain and apparent. It's actually impossible to cheat in this because you hit submit and then your bracket is submitted. So there's no way for me to have cheated unless games already happened.
Cheater. Shout out to everyone that participated in this year's Reese's and New Heights Bracket Challenge. We absolutely love doing these things. Next year, we're going to go into it with a lot more details, knowing that some people like to bend the rules. We will be emailing the winners after the men's and women's finals. So please check your email after those games if you have won. Good luck to the games tonight.
Alrighty, that's a wrap up of another episode of New Heights. Thank you to Jim Nantz and John Daly. Make sure you're subscribed to the New Heights channel on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
Once again, New Heights, a Wondery show brought to you by AT&T, our favorite provider out there. Follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S. Thanks to the New Heights production team for always keeping us in line and finishing on time and doing things the right way, because it can get a little crazy in this world. Thank you guys. And thank you to all the 92%ers for tuning into this madness. We'll see you guys down there in Augusta if you're going.
Gonna be fun. Hold up. I did do some research because are we doing the Waffle House Challenge? That's what we're doing?
If that's what we can agree to, we'll do it. I don't know when we're going to record that.
I know. In LA? Well, there's no LA.
It ain't happening out here, brother.
Probably do it down at Augusta this week.
Twist my arm. I'll come to Augusta. What are you looking for?
I did a whole calorie deep dive into how many calories it would be to eat your way out of Waffle House.
Okay.
And I cannot find it. How many calories are in a Waffle House waffle?
A standard Waffle House waffle contains 400 calories.
Oh, that was not the number I got.
What'd you get?
It was higher than that. I know that.
All right. Well, we can sidebar on this. We're losing Travis. We're losing him.
What do you mean? You're not losing.
That's why I'm trying to keep going. We don't need to do the calories.
As the show closes.
You know, the show ends when it spiritually ends. It's just not really we can just wrap this episode, I think. Let's wrap on out of here. I will walk away from the computer. Come on, Jason. God damn it. Wrap the fuck. We'll do this later. People don't want to watch us do math.